So I'm just down in Dwellingup at a place called Lane Poole Reserve for a little camping trip for a day. A couple of days actually. Well, we'll see how we go. And the sun is just sort of starting to come up above the trees, so we're getting all this nice sunlight sort of spilling in to the area. So I thought I'd just have a little wander down by the river to see what's around. I was kind of thinking about getting all the gear together and having a drive somewhere and heading out and trying to catch a nice couple of shots somewhere really early on, but you know how it is. You get up early, you go outside, it's cold, you go back in your tent and lie down for a bit longer. So that's pretty much me this morning. It's kind of cool when you get these logs like this sticking out of the water, especially with the way the reflections are at the moment. Because the water's really quite flat, you can see the reflection of the trees in the sky really clearly. And then you've just got this log sort of partially submerged, just sticking up. So it's almost as if you've just got this bit of tree or bit of log that's just stuck right in the middle of these trees. Right, let's see how this goes. So there's this tiny little branch that's fallen off with these orange leaves, and it's sort of right in this patch of sunlight here, so everything else is sort of green and brown around it. So I thought I'll try and see if I can get a nice little shot of this one. Doesn't help when your lens gets all fogged up. Now, you're not really supposed to do this, but if all you've got it as a t-shirt, then that'll do. Let's see how we go. And of course, when it takes you that long to get ready, the sunlight moves and you got no shot left. So of course the other thing you can do is cheat and move the leaf to exactly where you want it to be. Just stopped off at a spot where there's sort of all these little waterfalls in the river. It's more or less the middle of the day, so I'm thinking it might be a good opportunity to break out the 10-stop filter, see if I can slow the water right down and get a couple of nice little shots of these nice waterfalls here. think it's time to get in. It's a bit chilly. This spot right here, these little falls right here are looking pretty nice, I think. A couple of little ferns and things on either side. Oh, this water is cold. I think that's all right. I'll grab my camera and then we'll see how we go. Okay, so I've got my, yes I do, I've got my filters in my pocket. I'm gonna have a little, just frame it up, get a nice little composition, and then I might put either the 10 or the 6 stop filter on. Yeah, it's not bad. What I might do, I actually might lower it a bit. There we go, that looks all right. Level it off. So I think I'm almost happy with this composition. Might try a couple of things. I'll start down like this, I'm cutting off the sky. And then I might tilt up a bit once I've got this shot, just to include a bit of sky in there. I'm going to start with the 6. I'm already at sort of a reasonably long shutter speed. The water's moving pretty quickly, so I really don't need it to be too long. There's a couple of really bright spots where the sun's reflecting off the water. So I'm just going to take a bunch of different exposures at different lengths and we'll see which one's going to work out nicely. Nicely? Nice. Nicer? Nicest? It's not too bad. I think I'm going to be happy with this shot. Okay, I think we got something there, so I might move on. So I've just left all my gear sitting just back there, and I'm just going to have a quick little walk around to see if there's anything else around here. Right, so I've had a little wander, and I've just found there's like this nice, quiet little bend in the stream. It sort of splits in a few different ways, and it's kind of nice and slow moving just here. So I think it's a good spot to jump back in the water. There's a little bit of movement, it's not moving too quickly. There's a few rocks and trees and whatever. I don't love it. I don't love it. But just behind me, there's, well, I'll show you. So you got this tree that's sort of fallen and it's not quite in the water, and the stream just kind of trickles down that way. So I don't think this shot is turning out quite as well as the others. What I'm not very good at is judging just from the back of the camera if a shot is a good shot, basically. So usually I'll get home and I'll look at everything on the computer, and then I'll think, oh, I should have done this, should have done that. But I guess that's all part of the process, isn't it? Hopefully one day I'll know exactly what I'm doing. So I'm just going to try and set up for one last shot. This little patch of rock right here is nice and dry. Everything else here is slippery, so I've got to be careful. But just looking back that way, there's another nice sort of little fall there. So I'll just see if I can set up and grab one last shot. Now, because the rocks are so slippery, my tripod's sliding all over the place, so I've got to see if I can wedge it in somehow, somewhere. Okay, now we're talking. Got a couple of water spots on my lens, and I'm trying to debate whether I should go over there, grab my lens cleaner cloth, or if I should just fix it up when I get home.
with magic. How bad is it? Oh, it's bad enough. All right, I'll go fix it. Now hopefully this actually makes it better and doesn't just put smudges across the whole front of my filter here. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think I'm done. I think I've had enough. I think I might go home. It's been good though. Don't really take the chance to come out to places like these much. So thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around, and if you liked it, stay tuned because I hope to do a few more little videos like this. So, see you next time.